Hello, I didn't see you come in. Actually, I did. Aha! I got you! That's a weird way to start off a video. Anyways. Well, trans fans, it's getting closer, ever closer to Christmas. In fact, there's only about a week and a half until Christmas is indeed here. And I gotta say, I'm totally pumped. Are you pumped? I'm pumped. And, well, I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to it. But the thing about this time of year is that it always gets me a little bit nostalgic and a little bit, feeling a little warm and fuzzy inside, you know what I mean? And so, with that feeling inside me, I decided to make this video, which is getting to know a Transformers fan, which in this case is this guy right here. And this is a video response to Kal-El Prime's video about who actually compiled this list of 10 questions to getting to know you. And he's done like, this is like his 4th version, I think, and of course I haven't been around for all the other 3 versions, so I can't answer those questions, but I'm just going with the newest set of questions just to get you to know me a little bit better, and hopefully make you a little bit more interested in what I have to say if you actually know who I am. So, it's long overdue getting to know me. It's been about a year or so since I started videos, so I thought maybe if we got a little bit more personal and a little bit more intimate. Ooh, not in that way. Anyways, but let's go with question number 1. Question number 1, how long have you been a Transformers fan? Well, unlike some of you, most of you, actually, most of you, I haven't been a Transformers fan my entire life. Believe it or not, I know, it's crazy. Actually, I've only been a Transformers fan since about 2007, and that date may be a little bit familiar to you because that was also the year that the Transformers movie came out. And as much as it pains me to say it, I was one of those guys that kind of jumped on the Transformers bandwagon when the whole world actually knew about it as soon as the blockbuster movie came out. And as sad it is to say, that was actually my, that's actually sort of was my introduction to Transformers. Now, before that, I do have memories of Transformers. I was born in the 90s, so you'd think I'd have memories of Beast Wars, but unfortunately, I just don't. It was one of those Saturday morning cartoons I didn't watch. I watched Men in Black, The Mummy, Godzilla, but just not Transformers. I don't know why. I just kind of just passed over my head. Now, the Unicron trilogy I do remember, and that's probably my earliest memory of Transformers. In fact, I gotta say, seeing Cybertron toys in the store, I almost bought one when they were being sold in the store. And to this very day I regret not getting it because I'm pretty sure what I saw was Cybertron Primus, and makes me a little, just a little bit bitter that I didn't pick it up at that time and I had the ability to then. So yeah, I've been a Transformers fan since about 2007, which is when the movie came out, and I know that's not the best and most classic way to start off with the Transformers fandom, but nevertheless, now I do gotta say though that after the movie came out, I wanted to see more of Transformers because I was just crazy about him. And I bought my first Transformers, which were Movie Barricade and the movie version of Stealth Ops Bumblebee. 2 toys that represent everything I don't like about Transformers today, but back then I thought they were awesome because they were all I had. So, they kind of got the interest in me, and of course, here I am today. Now, strangely enough, the fiction that I started off with wasn't the Transformers movie, or anything like that. It was actually G1, the cartoon series, the original Transformers series, which is what I started off watching. And I only saw the first 4 parts, I think, Transformers Rollout, part 1, 2, and 3, or something like that. And that's just what I watched. I watched those 3 or 4 episodes over and over and over again because, once again, it's all I had that I knew about at the time. So G1 was kind of what I started off with as far as the actual television shows go, so in that respect, I did have kind of a classic Transformers upbringing, in that I started off with G1 characters just with the idea of the movie in my head as well, and those kind of conflicted for a while, and I felt very torn. But anyways, that's pretty much how long I've been a Transformers fan, since 2007. So that makes it about 5 years now. It's been a long time. Question number 2. Can you think of a standout moment in your life regarding Transformers? Yes, I can. It's one of my earliest memories of Transformers, in fact. Now, like I said, I knew about the Unicron trilogy when it was out. I just didn't really get into it because I wasn't really sure what Transformers were at the time. I mean, they were robots and they were vehicles, and some of them were animals, and it was weird, but they looked cool. And as a kid, I watched Power Rangers, so I kind of equated them with Power Rangers because of the Zords. They kind of looked like that. So I wasn't sure what they were, but I thought they looked cool. And one of the things that really made me want to get one, and I almost did, was back in the Armada days. And I don't know if you guys remember that commercial of Unicron, but the Unicron commercial where it's, showing the jet going over his mouth and he's, chomping on it and eating it and it's all cool. And the kids, and they're all like, it's awesome and stuff. They're all like, Unicron uses his planet-eating mouth to destroy jets that fly over him! It's awesome! That really got me pumped and I just had to get it, but by the time I got to the stores, Unicron was gone, and I didn't know who else there was. I just wanted Unicron, and ever since then, he's been one of my favorite Transformers because of that one commercial I saw when I was a kid. It impressed upon me so much that it became one of my all-time favorite Transformers that I've always wanted. And I gotta say, those commercials, they do a good job, but that is probably the most standout memory of Transformers in my mind. It's one of my earliest, and probably one of my most impressionable as well. Question number 3. Who is your favorite Transformer of all time? This question is hard. Now, usually I'm pretty good at picking favorites. I know lots of people don't like to play favorites and all that stuff, but I like picking favorites. But Transformers has always been hard because there's so many of them, but there's so many of them that I like equally. I mean, it's crazy, but I really like them all very much the same. But since that's a lame response, and it's not entirely true, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you my favorite Transformer of all time is indeed the big man himself, Optimus Prime. I love Optimus Prime. He is just awesome. I mean, his robot mode looks so cool. It's so G1 looking. It's like the quintessential G1 robot. And then his alt mode is just big red truck. It's awesome. And although I'm not really into the whole vehicle part of Transformers, I like some of the vehicles, but I'm really not into the whole 4 wheels and, they just look like a regular vehicle. I love Optimus Prime because of his character, which is pretty much, he's the best, and his ability as a Transformer, which, I mean, he's got his big rifle blaster and everything. And now I'm thinking of the G1 Optimus Prime, and of course I know there's lots of renditions of Optimus Prime, and I don't like a lot of the renditions because I think Optimus Prime should be, because in my mind I have some certain very high standards of what I think Optimus Prime should be. So like the animated version did not meet those standards. The Armada version did not meet those standards. The Energon version did not meet those standards. The movie version did, and so he is one of my favorites from the movie versions. But I gotta say Optimus is definitely one of my favorites. But on the flip side, I am not really a big fan of Autobots. In fact, I'm more of a fan of Decepticons. So this makes my allegiance sort of a little torn, because while I like Optimus Prime pretty much the best, most of the Decepticons are my favorites, so I gotta say, if I had to choose, I'd say Optimus Prime would just, go over to the Decepticon side, and then I'm, perfect. But as far as Decepticons go, I gotta say my favorite is, without a doubt, Soundwave, because he's awesome. He's just so quiet and so loyal, but so deadly, and he's got his little cassette minions, which are, like, awesome. I gotta say, he's just absolutely my favorite Decepticon, and it's a real close tie between him, Shockwave, and Starscream, or not Starscream, but Thundercracker. Thundercracker, Starscream, both of them. And as you see, I could just go on and on and on forever saying which ones are my favorites, and there's quite a few. Because not only them, but then you have the Beast Wars guys who are all awesome, and you got Dinobot and Tigatron and Megatron and Tarantulas and Inferno. And I just gotta say, the Beast Wars guys, they're all my favorites too, so... But if I had to absolutely choose, it would definitely be Optimus Prime, because he is just the boss. Question number 4. What is your most prized Transformers possession? Well, as you may already know, about a year ago, a tornado came by and blew everything to high heck. And of course, I have nothing left over from that. Now, if this video had been made a year ago, my answer may have been a bit different. But now, as it is, I really don't have a whole lot of really super awesome rare things. For one thing, I don't really collect Transformers memorabilia, like, movie stuff, like props from the movies, or, signed comics or something like that from, but anyways. And as far as Transformers themselves go, I really don't have anything that's really that rare, because I've only been able to get what I've been able to get within the last year or so, which, to tell you the truth, isn't very, very much at all. And so I don't have a whole lot to boast about. As you can probably tell from my previous reviews, it's been some pretty good stuff, but nothing like really super rare, nothing like Universe Nemesis Prime or anything, spectacular like that. But I do have something that is probably my most prized possession to myself, because not only is it, once again, one of my favorite things I own, but it's also, probably the best Transformer I have. That's right, everybody. Masterpiece Optimus freaking Prime. This thing is absolutely my favorite Transformer in the world. Like I said, he's my favorite character, but this one in particular is probably my favorite Transformer, period. It's big, it's huge, it's very G1-esque, and it's just, it's got metal in it, and it just stands up on it by itself, well, mostly. And, he comes with an accessory that looks spectacular and everything, and he's just so awesome. And, he's got cool stuff that he does, like his mouth moves, and you open up his chest, and he's got a matrix, and I don't want to do a whole thing about it, because I'm saving this guy for a review that I'm going to be doing later on, at a more appropriate time. But I'm just going to tell you right now that this thing is definitely my most prized Transformers possession, because he's my most prized Transformer. So, there you go. Masterpiece Optimus Prime. The review will be coming soon, I promise. Question number 5. What is your favorite piece of Transformers fiction? Well, I have been around since in my 5 years of Transformers. Like I said, as soon as I knew about Transformers, I just took off like a rocket as far as getting interested into it goes. So I watched the movies. I eventually watched most of the original shows. I watched the entire G1 for one thing, and then I watched a lot of the old shows like Beast Wars and Unicron Trilogy, animated. And then I also started getting into the comic books, which I haven't read all the comics, but I read a lot of the early ones and I read a lot of the later ones. So I gotta say, out of everything though, I really gotta say, once again, G1. It was my thing that I started off with, and it's just always gonna be there for me. I don't know what it is about G1. It's not like the episodes are really that awesome. The writing certainly wasn't that great, but it's just the continuity that progressed as the show went on, especially with the movie in between, which was probably one of my most favorite things to watch as a kid. The 1986, movie. Not only did it surprise me that Optimus Prime dies, which made me cry and was sad, and I didn't quite understand how to get through life after I knew that. But anyways, G1 is probably my favorite Transformers fiction, just because, like I said, it's what I started off with. And it has all the characters I like. It's got Optimus, he's the main guy. He's what I think of when I think of Optimus Prime. You got all the good Decepticons. You got classic Megatron being classic Megatron. You've got Starscream. You've got Thundercracker, Soundwave, Shockwave. And then later on you have Galvatron and Cyclonus and Scourge and all of them. And just the whole storyline that just continues on, And the episodes, there's very few, but the episodes that have actual continuity in between them, like the Ghost of Starscream, that was awesome. That to see Starscream actually come back to life after he was blasted in the movie, they actually thought to bring him back, and I really respected that. And the fact that they brought Optimus Prime back at the end, that was awesome. I mean, they knew kids wanted Optimus back, so they did it, and they found a reasonable way to do it. And just all that all together, you know, and to see how it started off, just really simple, really plain, and just eventually ended up being a very good show. And I just really like to see the progression. And for me, I could rewatch those episodes 100 times, and to me, if you can do that with a TV show, that's likely chances you're probably one of your favorite shows, and once again, it really is. So I gotta say, the G1 show plus the movie is my favorite Transformers piece of fiction. Outside of Transformers, what do you do with your life? This is question number 6. Well, as you may have noticed, I am not as frequent with my videos as, you know, as I would hope to be. So, and that's because I'm very busy. Let's see, ever since the tornado a year ago, I've been very busy with other stuff outside of my life. School, for one thing. I'm a sophomore in high school, and, if any of you guys know anything about that, then you know that's going to be a little busy. Especially recently, because I have finals next week, and, hoping and praying about that. But, also, I've got, well, I play on a basketball team, and I also take karate. Yes. And, I also work occasionally on Saturdays, not today, but I usually work on Saturdays at a tiger safari / refuge here locally, and, which is awesome because I love animals. Animals are awesome. And I also have some animals of my own. Yes, a Colombian red-tailed boa, a bearded dragon, and a Euromastic, a Russian tortoise, and a dog and a cat who are lurking around here somewhere. So yeah, I have some interests outside of Transformers, but for the most part, it is Transformers, and that won't be going away anytime soon, let me tell you. Question number 7, what is the origin of your YouTube screen name? Well, as you know, my channel name is OK Book Guy. But I call myself Creature Hunt Guy because that is kind of what I do. I like creatures, I like looking for creatures, I like animals, so that's kind of just what I picked for my name. Now, the reason my channel name is OK Book Guy is because that was the name that my dad used when he first joined YouTube back in 2006, which was a long time before I started videos. He chose that name, who knows why. But I've never been able to really change the channel name because once it's on there, I'm pretty sure it has to stay that way. So I call myself Creature Hunt Guy, the channel name is OK Book Guy, and it's really confusing. Question number 8, whose videos do you enjoy watching? This is a great question because I love everybody's videos. I just cannot stand how awesome it is that Transformers community is so closely knit. There's so many reviewers on YouTube that review so many bots every day, and it's just wonderful to see them all come together and mesh and everything. And I'm feel so privileged to be a part of that community. And I know I'm by no means one of the most popular or even slightly popular reviewers out there, but to be a part of that community is just awesome. And as far as whose videos I like I said, I like everybody's, but if I really had to pick in particular, I'd have to say definitely Thew, or Barutazaru, his channel name. His videos were one of my first reviewers that I ever watched, and I've been watching them ever since. His videos just make me want to buy everything I see. So, definitely him. Vangelis, he does Transformers every now and again, and every time he does, I totally dig it. I love Mess, or Ray, from Ireland. I love his videos, just how much he loves them. He's so passionate about his Transformers he likes. I just cannot, I like it. He's just awesome. Rambling Catastrophe, actually just this summer noticed his videos, and his are pretty awesome too. And he's from Australia. I mean, these people from all over the world talking about Transformers, coming together though, just with one thing in common, and that is Transformers. I mean, you got England, almost said Russia. Are there any Russian Transformers out there? I don't know. But England, Ireland, Australia, America, anywhere. I mean, it's just awesome. So yeah, I gotta say those guys, plus probably Buster Brenton, his videos like him, and then Octobotamus, Pia. I like their videos too. They're really in depth, very clean and clear. So you watch them and you get to really look and see what the Transformer is they're looking at, and I like being able to see that too. So and really just anybody who likes Transformers, I'll probably watch your video and I'll probably enjoy the heck out of it. Question number 9. Which Transformer is your holy grail? Well, I have a lot of holy grails because I have a lot of Transformers that I like, and I don't actually have any of them. I had some of them before the tornado, but as I said previously, none of them exist anymore. So, Transformers holy grails. Well, that's a hard question. For one thing, I could say Armada Unicron. I could say that. But that's kind of shooting a little low, because you can buy one for probably about $60, and if I had $60, I'd go and do that. But I gotta say, shooting a little bit higher, probably more from the G1 era, because like I said, I love G1. I would probably say something like G1 Trypticon. That's always been something I've wanted. I've never had it, but I've always wanted it. G1 Six-Shot, once again, it's totally awesome bot. I love it to death. Probably G1 Megatron maybe. I like him, but that's not really holy grail status in my mind. So it's more like Trypticon or Six-Shot or G1 Weirdwolf. Definitely, I don't know why, but I have a thing for Weirdwolf. So pretty much what I'm saying, any G1 Decepticon that is above $100 probably is one of my holy grails, because I love G1 Decepticons, and I love Decepticons in general, but especially the G1 guys, because they're just ridiculous and awesome and retarded and beautiful. And that's probably my holy grail right there. Trypticon, Six-Shot, Weirdwolf, Skullcruncher, Mindwipe. The list goes on and on. And finally, question number 10. If you could transform into anything at all, what would it be? Well, of course, a dragon. Why wouldn't you? But anyways, that's about it, guys. I know this was an entirely long video. I hope you were able to watch it all and not fall asleep or anything. If you did fall asleep, wake up, the video's over. And if you didn't, thank you very much for sticking with me through this whole thing. And to all my subscribers who have stuck with me since the very beginning, thank you so much. And I'm telling you right now, I promise more videos to come. And Christmas is also going to come, and I expect a Christmas haul video coming out when that happens, because I will be getting Transformers for Christmas, which is awesome. So until next time, guys, this is Creature Hunt Guy signing out, saying thanks for getting to know me, and I want to get to know you too. If you have any more if you want to make a video response to this or to Kal-El Prime's original video, do it. And I want to see you. I want to know you guys too. Let's bring this community together. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later.